There was a time in my life where I honestly felt like life was against me. No matter what I did in business, nothing really moved. I worked harder, I pushed more, I tried to fix it, and still same results. And the hardest part, I didn't see it. But fact was, part of me was in a victim pattern. If you're an entrepreneur and this hits something in you, please do subscribe to this channel. This is where we talk about what actually drives your results. Let's start with my story here so you can see if you can relate somehow. I've been through a lot. I've been in a $1.5 million debt. I built a company with 60 people in it. I did a company where I went on stages, speaking, seminars, and coaching, and did really good with that. All of this in less than 4 years. And my life and my business has been kind of a roller coaster for many years, ups and downs. Maybe you can relate to that. And in that period, I remember the different parts of me. I saw that I acted differently if I was here or if I was here. And when I was in the low, I remember sitting with a feeling like, why does this keep happening to me? So I looked at it like it was a business problem. And I thought it was then a money problem. But I figured out that it was how I saw myself in the situation that was the problem. Let me explain and let us go a bit deeper here. I found out that a part of me was a victim. I had a character and identity that was a victim. Not as a label, but a state. And what I saw was that when I went into the low, when I had no money, when the results didn't show up, part of me spoke very loud and it said things like that life was happening to me and not the other way around. It kept explaining why things didn't work out, saying like, well, I told you so, or there you see, or there you go, I knew it, things like that. And also what it did, and this is very important, is that it actually pointed the finger at things outside. I had something inside of me that actually told me something like, it's not meant to be, you are on the wrong track. Or there's this dark sky hanging over you. You are not lucky. So I felt stuck, but I kept going in circles. And if we go a little bit more into detail with what my mind told me, just so you can see if you know any of these things going on, I explained to you what I figured out. And if you know this, how you can move deeper with this. So my mind would say things like, it's not the right time. Clients are not ready. That customer don't want to work with me. I've tried everything. But underneath, and here comes the thing, underneath this little voice speaking inside of me, there was something else. A feeling of not being in control. And what I realized, what I didn't understand back then, was that your business, your money, your results, they follow your identity. It's not what you say you want, but what feels true inside. And if you remember, I said when I was on the high, there was one identity of me. I felt power. I felt I was on the top of the world. I felt like, well, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to do this. This is the honest truth. And then when I was in the low, I met my victim character. And the thing is here, yes, we have to act. But if we act without looking into these things, guess what will happen? And I'm going to explain why. Because the shift for me in going really deep with this, it didn't come from doing more. Yes, I built the business with 60 people. I shifted my mindset. It was really good. But yes, I also kept experiencing situation in my life where the victim identity or character came forward. So the shift for me didn't come from doing more. It came when I began to see what was going on inside. Like really see it. And understanding that I was creating, a part of me was creating that same level again and again. And this is not woo-woo about the universe. This is what's going on inside, a program that is running, a program that is telling you these things, and a program that from these things and emotions, stocked emotions inside of you, will create actions. So I can tell you that for me at least, what I found out was that this victim mode was a part of me that had not been seen. And that part of me just wanted to be seen, wanted to be heard, because that part of me was in pain. So first, when I began to understand that and give that part of me the attention, I could release that energy. If this resonates with you, just a quick, very important message here, because this is exactly why I created the 7-day manifestation reset. It's not about fixing anything. It's not about pushing harder. It's about slowing down and actually begin to see what's going on inside of you. Begin to understand the level, the programs that are running your results. Because that's where everything starts. This 7-day manifestation reset is $0 or krona, and it's in our community. And if you want to check it out, the link is below this video. All of this, what I'm sharing in this video and what I'm sharing normally, I'm sharing from my story, but this is not about me. This is about you. If you recognize yourself in working, trying, pushing, maybe you'll experience this, or maybe you just experience that you are not moving. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you feel your money situation is stuck. And you can ask yourself, because that's a pattern, where are you seeing yourself experience the same things? For me, it was lack. For me, it was trying to push. For me, it was the victim part of me. Because when you begin to put light on that and see it, this is where your momentum will shift. And from that, everything will shift. So I'm kind of curious now, where do you recognize this in your own life? If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to put it in the comments. Let it out there, because that's part of the process. If you are in the community and watching this, put it in the comments too. This is where we begin to see it, so you can shift it.